What's up, y'all? Let the music fade a little bit here. That's a little bit of new music for everybody. I just wanted to switch it up a little bit. Sometimes you get tired of the same shit, right? Everybody's had a chance to read the disclaimer. I'm out. All right. Fade the rest of the way out here. All right. What's up, everybody? Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Let me get this paused and cleared. There we go. All right. We can have a little volume now. I'll bump that up a little bit so everybody can hear just in case. Glad to have everybody. We got a few people on already. I know it's late. Y'all know we do late streams. That's all I got. I don't do early streams. I only do the late show. Let's see. All right. How's the chat's going down in mischief? No. We'll talk about all that, Steven. I wouldn't panic. What's up, Matt? What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Villain? What's up, Andrew? What's up, whomever else may be on? Hello, lurkers, if you're around, right? If you haven't hit like, hit like. More likes we get, the more people we get on. By the way, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. You get all the videos we do as we do them in the mix, in the know, and you won't ever miss anything. And I like it better that way. That way you don't miss anything, and I don't miss anything, right? So let's just dive on into it here. Everybody knows the rules. I get one freebie if I say XRP. I hit the drink. We got a special drink tonight on the recommendation of Chi-Town. I got some Bacardi Grand Reserve. Just got it in the mail today, so we're going to see what happens. What's up, Anthony Lawson? Well, we got some tips we can show you. What's up, Pops? Glad to see you, brother. So I got, you seen the thumbnail? The thumbnail clearly states what I think. Pretty sure we got the short signal on Bitcoin. I'm going to go through what I see here. All right, I had this structure that Bitcoin was failing to break. I had this trend line up here, but first of all, we hit 1414 on the monthly chart. 1414 is a take profit line, as I've discussed before. All right, we hit that profit line, and things seem to have stalled out. Now, they went down and bounced, and they're up and down a little bit. We had some snipe outs right here. It's got sniped at 786. It's got sniped at 618. This got sniped out at 618. And now we're under the 21 and the 8. And y'all know when I see under the 21 and the 8, hey, I'm Audi 5K. The same thing happened on Ripple Coin. Exact same structure happened. We flirted. We fell under. We broke down. Now, we did pop back up here and flirt one more time to fall again, but we had this same similar structure. Not exactly the same. That's fine. It doesn't have to be identical. But it showed its cards, okay? So to speak, it showed its cards. So just in the time that we were on the Zoom before this, it was 33 or 32 flat, I think. We're already down $500 on Bitcoin. I expect this to hit the 50 moving average by the next stream. I think it's coming down to at least 29 and some change, 29.5. That seems like a reasonable number. We have varying opinions on this. Does it bounce? Does it not bounce? You know, I don't really have a reason to see why it can't bounce. I think it's fully possible that this thing hits the 50 and bounces right on up, and it's back up into its move again. And Bitcoin dominance could re-grasp some of the power that it lost. Now, I will show you the Bitcoin dominance chart here shortly, but that Bitcoin dominance chart does look bad. I'll be honest with you. And I think it needs to recover just a touch before it does anything else. So either way, we've seen some key signals here. I lost my ink pen, and I'm upset about it. Hang on. The damn boys come in here and messed in my office here, and I don't know where my ink pen is. The world's coming to an end. Whatever. Anyway, I see this really nasty gravestone candle right here. This one right here. That's the definition of a gravestone. That typically means downward reversal, and it took a day for it to happen. It tested the 8 one more time on the bottom, and now it's happening. All right, so I expect this to come down here and hit this 50. From the 50, we may see a bounce, we may not. What do our other indicators look like? Well, the MACD's cruising in the downward position here. This could slope out right here and move back up again. The RSI, what's it doing? Well, let's zoom in and see here. Trolling right towards the 40 line. It's under the 50 line. And you got a downward structure here, up. You got this downward structure here. Can we get another up? Sure we can. This slips below 40, then we're coming down here, okay? That's all there is to it. If I see it slip below 40, I think we're down here. That's the way I see it. Does that mean that's going to happen? No, it doesn't. It's just kind of what I see. Remember, I don't do financial advice. I simply read charts and show you what I'm doing my personal self and giving you kind of an example of how things may or may not go. It's your own money. Spend your own money. The hell with me. I'm only one guy. I know nothing. Okay? I know nothing. I'm glad to have y'all back, by the way. It's been a few days here. And the length from Thursday back to Tuesday is kind of long. I know that sucks, but hey, bro, we have to roll with what we got, okay? So, anyway, let's answer some questions real quick before I move on. I got Bitcoin short to at least 29.5. We'll see what happens from there. That's my first stopping point. As you see the red arrows, the red arrow, the green arrow, the red arrow, I've got pointing down more. It's fully possible that this goes down, and this is also possible that it bounces up and moves up more here. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so let's see. Pay attention in the back, class. What's up, China Matt? $2 crew. 4 a.m. in the UK. Dude, that sucks. I feel it. I get up at 5:30 a.m. to go to work to do my regular old 9 to 5, which actually isn't a 9 to 5. It's 5:30 to 5:30. What's up, Pops? Let's see. Are you shorting it? Absolutely, Andrew. I sure am. Potential 821 plus cloud, 4 conditions, sell signal on the opening of the current 4 hour. Yeah, that's what he's saying on the 4 hour chart. It's giving you all the down signs on the cloud. Let's pull that up and give it a glance. You see a tits move happening right here, a death cross on the 4 hour. That would typically mean some upward retrace here, but we're not getting that. So let's just ditch the EMAs and let's go to the cloud right here. And as you see, we're getting all 4. We've got lag under the cloud. We've got a red cloud. We've got base over conversion. That's a negative. That's good. And we've got price under the cloud. This is all 4 conditions meet for short. Now, you could also argue that this thing having the lag line run into the candles here is a signal for reversal up. That's just a signal. It's not a promise, okay? That's the beauty of the cloud. There's rules to the cloud, and if you don't follow them, you could get burnt, okay? This typically you want to play your 4 rules, okay? Are there variations of the? Yes, there are. But I would stick to the rules if I were you, especially all the way down to 4 hour. Don't get cheeky. Don't get fancy. These things aren't harder than you have to make them, okay? They really aren't that. They really don't make. You don't need to make them harder than they are. Don't make them harder than they are. Let's see. TA on Ren, please. Absolutely, we can look at Ren. And also, we're going to go over some stuff that I think is kind of important. I hope everybody liked the assassin video yesterday that we premiered. That was something a little different that we do. All the original members of the group and the guys who have helped me along the way, and I've helped along the way. Well, I'd like to get everybody out there and let everybody know who they are. I think it's important that people know that it's not just me doing this. What I put on this stream isn't a culmination of what lots of guys and ladies think. It's not just me. I'm but one guy on a journey here, and I hope people learn from it. And if you don't, that's fine too. You can feel free to not learn. It's cool. It's cool. I want you to do your own thing. I don't want you to listen to me. If you'd like what you see, that's great. If you don't like what you see, that's also perfectly fine with me. But remember, it's not financial advice. I'm just a dude. Let's pull up REN real quick while we got it fresh on our mind. All right, so REN is clean and clear. This is not a sell. Okay, so it could come down a little more. The cloud looks great. Let's go to off the cloud and go to moving averages, and you're in between the 8 and the 21. It's still not a sell. You got a sell on the MACD. That's one signal. You got a RSI pointing down, heading toward 40. Not there yet, though. This could go sideways, and we could fade to 48. That's fully possible. Is that a promise? No, most definitely not, because we are hitting the support zone right here, this August 20. And when we see them hit this support zone, we've seen multiple coins hit this and ride it up some more. So let's pull a fib here. Let's go to weekly, get a little bit cleaner chart. This is clearly broken out. That's null and void. We've already got this. Let's pull a fib on this in here. And yeah, see, 1272 is a profit line. And now we're pulling back. We could touch the 8 here at 786, but we did bounce off 886 on the weekly, and that's good. That tells us that it's trying not to sell off. It's trying not to. So it's okay. Leave it be. It's not a sell yet. We still could get an upward reversal and more up here. It's not out of the cards at all. REN is way past all-time high, and it's currently trying to make a new all-time high. And I don't think that's going to go plummeting down into the abyss. I just don't see that at all. What do I think of Lind? I think that bitch went haywire, didn't it? Yes, it did. God dang. So, everything's high. Everything's high. But, even though it's high, it's okay. I mean, it's okay. Let's see. See if we can find more data here. Yeah, there's some more data. All right, see, it's hit one of my targets, and I got another one here up at 395, which still seems high, but that's not that far out of the question. Wrong button. Let's do that again. From there. I mean, that's 50% up. I think we're due a little pullback here back to like 192, 195, 200, somewhere around in there. It's just screaming high on these indicators. They're really, really high. That's not going to last forever. That's going to stop. Let's pull a fib here. Yeah, okay, that's gonna chill. That's gonna chill. I'm sorry. It's already really high. It needs to pull back some before it makes another move. Just be careful when you see them getting way away from the AEMA like that, okay? They tend to come back. What's up, Mr. Fib? What's up, Simps? You're welcome, villain. Yeah, I seen GameStop on there. It was pretty interesting. You don't really see stocks do things like this, but sure enough, it went absolutely AWOL. Now, the cool thing is, you see what I've got written here. Buy signal, August 12th, okay? Clean as day, there was a buy signal here. That was way before this thing ever went ape shit the last few days, okay? So, for the people who say, oh, well, this thing just has that, it just didn't follow TA, it just took off and went and it's doing some, on some extra shit. I don't think it is. You had a buy signal way back here on August 20th when it was 450, and it's up around 150 now. Listen, if you're not going to follow the technical analysis, you're not going to get very far in this game, okay? You can try to guess your way through it. You can try to compare candles. You can try to plant fractals on the end. I'm sorry. You're not going to get far in this game without technical analysis. You're just not. You may be able to guess your way through it at first, but you're going to get bit, okay? It's going to come back to bite you. So we can follow it or we can ignore it. And I do not like ignoring stuff. We look at the monthly here, you go, oh my gosh, this is insane. Well, from the top to the bottom, and it reversed, and it blew through everything, and this concerns me. And there's a reason this concerns me, is it went so far so fast. It's going to have to come back down to support at some point. It's still not, I mean, it could stop here. Could stop here. It also could continue all the way back to 1618. Boy, wouldn't that be wild. Now, if it does fall, there's no support. I can go to weekly. There's no support. You're going to come all the way back to roughly 65 bucks. That's a long way back. At that same time, that'd be a great chance to rebuy. It may go sideways, but that's a great chance to rebuy. And also, you're in a really good short territory right now because this thing went so far so fast. I just don't think it can hang out up there forever without any support. Okay, we've seen what happens when things go too far without support. They come back, and that's something I don't want to see you guys get caught in. Okay, have a drink. A Grand Reserve Smooth. I like the spice taste and the smoky taste in the back. It's got a smoky flavor to it. I forgot my cream stuff. That kind of sucks. But that's okay. I'm going to add some honey to it. Let's add a little honey. Let's add a little Jim Beam honey to it so we can get a different flavor here and see. What's up, Nick? Sorry about the Zoom, dude. I didn't know that it has a trial that expires, and then they're going to try to trip on me and kick me out, which is fine. If we got to do Discord, we'll do Discord, but I'd rather not. We'll just stick to hourly Zooms. All right, so Dad just sent me a text. He almost back to what he originally put in crypto, and he lost a good bit on Litecoin a while back. Hell yeah, bro! If you're almost back to even, you're doing great. You're not in the negative. If you're $1 in the positive, that's $1 more than you had. So don't fret. Either way, I'm just not in freak out mode right now. I stopped getting upset and panicking about this stuff a long time ago. I just don't see a reason to. Use your brain, be logical here, and be smart. I got some really interesting stocks to show you, but first, what Nick has been discussing exclusively is he's no longer going to use stable coins to get out of when the market starts to go down. And the reason behind that is what he's found is just by moving over to Ethereum when stocks got ugly or charts got ugly, he moved over into Ethereum. And the reason he moved over into Ethereum was because what he noticed is even when a correction happens and there's some down, Ethereum bounces back twice as fast as Bitcoin does, and you're less likely to fall as far. Okay? Plus, Ethereum dominance is on the rise. So basically, anytime he gets out of a coin, he's going to Ethereum, and he's going to sit in it until he finds out a place to go somewhere else. And if he doesn't have somewhere else to go, he just leaves it in Ethereum. And the downs are far less than the ups. So he's able to, in essence, draw interest and make gains on nothing just by sitting there. So it's a really good play if you ask me. I said the same thing. I'm not going to go to stable coins anymore. Most likely going to go to BTC or Ethereum for a switchover and a rest. Because the downs are so much smaller than the ups. It's just not worth it to go into Tether if they're going to take Tether off the market. Yes, we have USDC, but it's not everywhere, and the volume isn't as good as Tether. So, this is a game that we're going to have to learn to play. I think I have a plan. Hey, what's up, Lemons? It's a game we're going to have to learn to play, and I think that's a wise move here. Again, do your own thing, and again, you're going to take losses sometimes. You're going to get punched in the chin. You got to learn to roll with it, and don't be scared. Don't be scared. So I found some low cap coins that I had been talking about, and I don't think I have them saved on here, but I have some of them. Goombas recommended this one. It's a really interesting chart. But similar to what you saw GameStop do, it gave you the same buy signal down here. Okay, it came up and up and up and up and up and up, and it took off. Well, if you look at Givo here, or Givo, or however the hell you say it, this thing has gone down so far so far, has so much room to make up. Is it hitting the 21 EMA? Yes. Is it hit the 50 and it may bounce down? Yes. But, long term, this thing has a good recovery ahead of it. And I really like the prospects of this one. The moving averages are on the way up. It's moving, and I mean, it's doing great. It's doing great. And there's going to be some checkbacks here. Part of the game. We got, here you go, Anthony Lawson. Tits moves coming in here. All these things are crossing averages here, and they're going to try to line up again. It's going to be a little pullback, and you're going to get a chance to rebuy here, but I like this one a lot. All right, we'll get to those, Jeremy. Is it confirmed that they're taking away USDT? Not yet, Bagger, but not yet, Dre. But I've been reading up on it, and a lot of people really dislike the business practices of Tether. Okay, they really dislike it. So, in the event that happens, I shy away from it because there's just too many other options to deal with rather than worry about it. So, I'm moving on to something else. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, David R? Good to see you, brother. Saw you over on the premiere video yesterday for Frank. We'll have another assassin video coming up maybe next week. Got to get everything lined up. It's not easy to get everybody interviewed because we're all across the world. The next interview is clear off in the Middle East, and it's a big gap in time. And I'd like to one day do some other guys, but the time frame is so far. We all have jobs, we all have families, so it's not the easiest thing to pull off. Streams are much easier. Everybody's already asleep here at the house, so I got the house to myself. I'm a night owl to begin with. I can't sleep, so this is what I do. Here's another one, this FPX Nickel Corp. This looks like it's gone a long way up, and it has, but I think there's a lot of recovery left in it. And I like the nickel play for the next future, several months. Let me find some other ones I have here. Hey, what's up, Bullish CEO? We're about to go over some stuff, brother. I know you had some questions, and we're about to go over some stuff. Yeah, that's what I told Nick. I said, dude, what's going to happen is you're going to make gains on Ethereum, and you're not going to want to get out of them. And he's like, well, that may happen, but we don't know yet. And sure as shit, look what's happening. So let me see. All right, so RCS is another one. Add that in, RCS. This strategic income fund here. Click on it. I already got an arrow drawn here, and it's in a fib set pull, but I know it's under the 50 right here, and I know that could continue to come down. There's a possibility, but these long wicks give me the thought that the selling pressure is over and there's more buying pressure. It snuck up over the 50, over the 8 EMA on the month. And if you look at daily, oh man, that thing fell so far so fast. There's a gap here at $7.50. That gets over the 50. If that gets over the 50, hey man, we're free and clear to run back up here, okay? All the way up to $9. And from there, I mean, we can keep going. We could keep going. I like the prospects of this thing rebounding, as the arrow I had drawn shows, okay? I like it up to $7.86 to $9. $9. Not a bad return. Another one that I have is HT, Hospitality and Trust. This one fell a long way too. All right, it did some ugly stuff, and it's doing this jog sideways. And yes, this could go down again because there's a trend line here that you need to respect. But again, I like the prospects here. It kind of looks like Bitcoin dominance before Bitcoin dominance took a move up. Plenty of recovery left in this over the moving averages. I like the prospects of this one. There's another one I've got. MUE. It's Berkshire. I mean, it's BlackRock Municipal. MUE. Oh, there we go. It's a hedge fund for BlackRock. After I looked into it a little bit, and if you know anything about crypto Twitter, everything revolves around BlackRock, and it's the end of the world bank or whatever. I don't care about any of that. I just like the chart. And as you see on the monthly, these huge wicks, that's a lot of buying pressure and a really, really hard struggle to short. So that doesn't look like down to me. Now it's over the This is the month over the 50, 100, and 200, and 8, and 21. It's got a wick coming off of them. I really like this setup. It may have a little more down ahead of it, but the upside is far greater in my opinion. And it's a good risk reward based on that, okay? You see the fib set I've already got pulled here. It's over 786, fighting at 86. Get up over this trend line, and she's clean to run, okay? You know, up to 18 bucks. I like this. I like this one. There's also options available for it. Honestly, for you talking about GEV, Anthony. Yeah. GEVO. This thing's already came up a lot, but like I said, the weekly here, daily. Certainly not right this moment. I wouldn't buy it because it's shot too far too fast, and you're going to get a pullback. On the weekly here, you see it's over the 200 moving average, and hasn't done anything but straight up. So I feel like this is going to come back down. You know, really, 560 feels like a good buy-in. But keep an eye on this. This could keep going, and I don't want to tell you not to because I think the plus is a lot better than the minus, and the gains are really big on this one. So play it by ear and do your own thing here. Just know there's going to be some downs in there somewhere, okay? I don't feel like weekly's a buy right now. I feel like it's going to come back down to earth a little bit first. Let's see. Zoom out and look at Bollinger Bands on Nano, okay? Used to have this friend named Nick, and he played video games all the time. He probably still does. I haven't talked to him in probably 2 years. But he changed his name to Yusef, which was United States Elite Forces. And he was a gamer. And we stopped calling him Nick. We just started calling him Yusef. And I accidentally typed in Yusef right there. So it made me kind of smile for a minute. Let's see. All right, let's do the monthly real quick. Nano looks great, by the way. Let's erase some of these pink lines. It's just too much to look at. It's hurt my eyes. Can always redraw resistance lines. They're pretty simple to draw. Anybody has any questions, I have full-on instructional videos over in the playlist section. You're free to look at them. Watch them as much as you'd like, as many times as you'd like. They are free. Everything I do here is free. Anybody who donates anything, it gets right back given away. So if you donate, don't get mad that I don't take your money. I'm giving it right back away to someone else, a needy family who is struggling with leukemia and COVID. So no money is taken from anybody. I don't want your money. Bollinger Bands, as Nick says. Let's look and see. How about we put the bands in here? Click, 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 click. Okay. So the monthly bands got really tight and it popped. Let's look at weekly. Oh my God. Look how far down the bands are on the weekly. Holy hell. Woo-wee. Well, that's nasty right there. Daily. Oh, okay. Now they're getting tight. See how this bubbled up and then the bands tighten back down? Well, look, bubble up and the bands are tightening back down. Interesting. MACD is slowly dropping. RSI is slowly dropping. I think you're going to see something before long here with Nano. It's sitting over the midline, 8 to 21. It's still not a sale. Watch out for Nano. Nick just called that, okay? Watch out for Nano. One Harmony. Yes, sir, I can, bullish CEO. Let's do One Harmony first. How about that? Let's start with that. All right, bullish CEO. We're just going to have a little crash course right here. Sound good? I think it sounds good. I think it sounds good. Okay, so the first thing I do on any chart is I try to identify the trend. What do I mean by identify the trend? Is it going up or is it going down? What am I seeing here? All right, looking at this chart that I have right here in front of me, This doesn't appear to be going down. It appears to be going either sideways or up. Why do I say that? Well, let's pull out our arrow tool right here. You had this initial down, right? You had that initial down. That was nice and ugly, and it hurt everybody's feelings. Took a lot of people's money, and I bet a lot of people sold. All right, well, you got these wicks coming out the bottom of this candle, and it immediately turned green. Okay, well, your trend turned up. We have the beginnings of a trend change. Now, it didn't change yet. We had more down, right? All right, since we've got more down, we can draw a trend line. We have points to check here. Point there, and this point right here. Now, this line connects the two and shows you that this thing could come all the way down here if it really, really wanted to, okay? Now, this is a monthly chart, and I don't think that's going to happen, but just know there's always a possibility. So, now that I've identified the trend as either sideways or up, I could also draw this line here. All right, I had this down and then an up and then a down, but it got stopped and now it started to come back up again. So I have another trend line down here. Now what you're seeing is this big triangle or a pennant, like the old school baseball pennants that you used to hang up on the walls when I was a kid. It's stuck in this wedge. Typically that means the price action jogs to the right inside the wedge until it finds a breakout point. Now, what is the breakout point? Well, that would be the break in this blue line. It hasn't happened yet, clearly, okay? So what I like to do from this point is look at some other indicators. I see that's in a big wedge. I see it. So I look at some other indicators. Any indicators any help on the monthly? Not really. There's not much data. So I'm going to go down to the weekly. All right, on the weekly chart, what do my indicators look like? All right, I got the RSI up here and I've got the MACD up here. Two very simple, very useful indicators. Right now, the MACD has there's three parts to the MACD. The midline, where I got the cursor. The blue line, which is the trigger line. I'm sorry, the blue line, which is the MACD. And the orange line, which is the trigger line. When you cross the trigger line, either up or down, that's buy or sell. Okay, we crossed it right here. Not only did we cross that, but we're starting to cross the midline on the weekly. There's a good probability that this chart is on the up long term. Okay, RSI, same way. We have a midline on the RSI. I'll zoom into it so you can see better here. But the midline on the RSI is the 40 line. I call that the action lines more so than the midline, the action line. You're going to see tons of hits on the 40 line. And you could also throw in the 50 line if you want. And some guys use the 50 line as a confirmation, okay? It's really up to you. You see it gets hit too. Some say over the 50 line they like to buy. Some say over the 40 line. I like the 40 line. To each their own, okay? Either way, this is up, not down. Okay, so now I've identified that I'm in a pennant. My MACD's weekly, it's pointing up. Monthly, I can't see. It kind of looks like it's holding on strong to me. That's when I go up to resistance lines. That's the first video. The second video in the instructional video series. Why? Because this entire chart structure is built around support and resistance. Support and resistance, what is that? Well, quite simply, when the price changes, it creates these zones where it's hard to get through or hard to break down through or hard to break up through, and you hit these zones where the price tends to go back to, okay? The more flatness we have on the chart, price moving sideways, the harder the resistance or support is, okay? If you're over top of it, it's support. If you're underneath it, it's resistance. Fairly simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a horizontal line and I'm going to try to get as much candle touches as I can on this line to find more support and resistance. Now I know this because I've done this for years, but right here it looks pretty good. Look at all these candles touching, and I like to do the bodies of the candles, not the wicks. Okay, the bodies. So you got bodies here, all these candle bodies here hitting the same line. This line looks like support to me because all the price action is over top of it, okay? So I'm going to make that however you want to do this is up to you. But I like to make these lines red so they catch my eye. You can also label these lines as support just by clicking on options. And I'm going to put them on the right. Okay, support. Got it? Holding support. Now, is there more of these lines? Absolutely there are. Right here appears to be some. Look. okay? Catching the bodies here, catching the bodies here, and looky there. What do you know? The price is stuck under this line, okay? Appears to be resistance. Fair enough? Fair enough. So we write resistance. What next? Well, this tells me now, I have a hint that the price is going to stay in between these two lines, okay? Now I can measure. I can say, how much of a risk is it to go down here? Well, let's pull a measure and see. Okay, 34% risk to the down. What's the risk that can break? What's the probability it can break the resistance and make it support? And how far could it go? We haven't got that far yet, but we'll keep going. Are there any more places? Well, when I see these peaks and drops, that tends to make me think I have one there too. So I'll put one there. As you see, if you move back to the left, looky here. We had more wicks in action happening right at the same line. Fair enough. So if we break this one, what kind of action could we have north? 73%. So that's 2 to 1. 75% up, 35% down. You weigh the risk reward for yourself. Determine whether you like that risk reward or you don't like that risk reward, okay? That's a simple breeze through of the first few things I look at. Now, I've been doing it long enough to where I can look at it and not even have to put these lines up there. I can see where it's going to start and stop beforehand, which is when you ask me, I automatically know real quick. And I'm answering quickly, and I just say, let me look at it real quick, and then 5 minutes later I'm going, nope, I don't like this, or I do like this. Now, let's take it a step farther, okay? We'll erase some of these lines so it doesn't get all jumbled, okay? We already know what's happening. We remember where these lines are. I'm going to put the 8 to 21 moving average up, exponential moving average up here. Remove the Bollinger Bands. All right. There we go. This is the 8 and the 21 exponential moving average, the green and the purple. Over top of the 8 and the 21, buy. Under the 8 and the 21, sell. Weekly, we're over it right now. That's not a sell. That's a buy. Okay? That's not a sell. That's a buy. MACD, again, pointing up. Blue over top of orange. Bueno. Weekly, this looks fine. Are we getting some sideways? Yes, we are. But it's sitting in a zone where it's not a sell. You wouldn't sell this until it come down here and got under this. Is that possible? Yes, it is possible. So let's keep everything in the back of our mind. And don't ever think you're smarter than this stuff, because they will bite you in the ass and they'll get your money, okay? Given what I see right here, I like this, and I'll be actually looking to buy this. So I'm going to take it a step farther now. Again, I see that I have a buy signal on my 8 and my 21 moving average. I have a buy signal on the MACD. I probably could find some more buy signals, but I'm going to go ahead and put the pivots up here too. Looky there. This is pivot point standard. Right here, pivot point standard. What do you know? The price is sitting on top of the pivot. That's a bullish scenario. These pivots are good all the way until fucking next year this time. All right, so this looks good to me. In my opinion, this is going to ride the pivot line and ride the 8 moving average until it breaks this pennant, and we're going to head north. It hasn't happened yet, but it will, okay? Now, I'm going to go a little farther here with you, and I'm going to mark some interesting spots that we found. This area right here is June 2019, okay? That's the worst looking circle ever. But whatever. June 19. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm going to draw a box going across the screen. Remember this box, okay? Now let me show you some charts real quick. Okay. Zeal. Here is June 19. Look where the price is. Way up here. VUT. Here is June 19. Look how far the price is up. OMG. June 19. Over top of June 19. ZRX. Same thing. June 19. Okay, I've got a whole list. I've got like 30 of these that look the same way, okay? Point is, what we're seeing in price action is the June 19 area is an interesting area of support and resistance, okay? Now that we know that, look at where our area is up here. Way the fuck up here. Next, August 20. We've also found that this is an important area. Here. Look how far away we still are from that. This is all on the weekly chart, not even the daily. That's almost 100% from where we're at right now. 100% to get up over this area. Are other coins up over this area? Yes, they are. Check this out. There's VT. All right, look at there. August 20 went up, over, and has moved up. I have more of them too. I'm just giving you a quick example. Either way, look how far below we are from August 20. What are the percentages here? Like I said, this one's almost 100. Okay, and then this one, 260, 70%. 260 or 270% that I'm able to look at that and say, you know what, this structure shows me that this may go up this high. The risk, I'm risking, if this breaks the 8 EMA and the 21 EMA and just takes an absolute dump, I'm risking 35%. 35% to make 220%, 270%, whatever. That's good risk reward to me. I'm going to take that trade. Okay? Now, how far do I think One Harmony could go? Well, let's dig even deeper. Number one, real quick, bullish pattern is an inverse head and shoulders. Shoulder, head, shoulder. This is a bullish pattern, okay? Don't tell me this can't happen. Why do I say that? Look, it's the same thing. Shoulder, head, shoulder, straight up. What do we have here? June 19 area. What do we have here? August 20 area. And the price is up over it. It's not that complicated, okay? This happened and we actually caught this play right here. And we were able to buy this and move all the way up here. Multiple of us in the group were on Pundy when this happened. We were able to make amazing percentage on this one. And this has been a really good one for us so far. All right, so let's move back to One Harmony again. We see that price action. We see that it could happen. I could show you more charts that look like that, by the way, also. Let's pull a fib on it. An all-time high fib. And an all-time low fib. Because that's how we pull fibs. From all-time high to all-time ho. All-time ho. I know who you are. All-time ho, by the way. Support her. You know who you are. To that sorry bitch who broke up with me because I got tired of it and didn't want to fix her house up for free anymore. This drink's for you. Why the dates? Well, the dates are important because it's not so much the date, it's more the zone on the chart. We've seen that zone get hit by multiple other coins. This is just price action recognition that we've picked up on. And because we picked up on this, we're able to kind of find this on other charts and look and see which ones have the most support, the most resistance, the best gains, the worst gains, and decide which ones are the ones you want to get in and which ones you don't want to get in. So now that we've got this price action, we see our fibs get hit. Well, these three lines right here are my take profit lines. So that's 23.5 cents. That's 12.5 cents. And that's 7.5 cents. Now, why do I show you this? Well, let me give you a little example here of why. Here's why. This is what Bitcoin just did. All right, same move, 1414, 1272. Don't tell me it can't happen. Okay, don't tell me it can't happen. So, what's the percentage on that? 1,571%. So for every $1 you have, you get $1,500, or 1,500%. That'd be $150 for every $1. $150 for every $1. That's not a bad ROI if you ask me. I have this same chart structure on multiple other charts. Okay, Algorand, similar. Mithril, similar. Wine chain, similar. Dusk, similar. TKY, similar. CRV, similar, but not the same. ENQ, similar. OST, similar. I can keep going and going and going, okay? It's not that complicated. You just simply have to practice this stuff. And I don't mean it to demean anyone when I say what I say, but it really comes down to what you're willing to put in. When I started this stuff and I started teaching this, I was a dick, okay? And I said it straight up. If you're not going to spend time doing this and you're not going to try, bro, walk away. Walk away. This is a life skill. Being able to do this on charts is a life skill. If you can put the time in, you will get the light bulb moment. And when you get that light bulb moment, all of a sudden things come in more clear to you and you see things far, far better. And you start seeing things that you didn't see before. And suddenly your brain starts to click and you start seeing investments before they happen. And oh my gosh, when you see investments happening before they pop off, you're unlocking potential that you never had before. You're unlocking the potential to change your life by clicking mouse buttons. I mean, just that's the truth. Just think about that. It's pretty simple. Anthony Lawson, the program that I chart with is TradingView. It's a pay-for website. I buy the year at a time. They actually give you a little rebate if you buy a year at a time. It's a minimal price. It's not that much. And the way I put this is, if you don't want to pay for TradingView, but you want to be a millionaire, how fucking cheap are you being right now? How cheap are you being right now that you can't spend 50 or 60 bucks on something that might help you become a millionaire one day? It just reflects negatively on you. Also, I use CoinTrader.pro. CoinTrader.pro is not as good as interface as TradingView. However, there's more data a lot of times on these coins, okay? So that's how I would typically chart anything, CEO. The first thing I do, and it seems like I spent 25 minutes doing that, but honestly, it takes me about 30 seconds to look at one and go, I like it or I don't like it. Okay? I like it or I don't like it. Happens pretty quick to me. All right, so Nick says, there was a couple, hold on. LRC. My bad, I almost missed you. LRC. And honestly, CEO, the more you watch it, the more you pick up on. And you start to learn the terminology, and you start to hear things and see things more clearly, and all of a sudden, it's not that complicated anymore. It starts to go for you in your brain. It starts to click, and you go, dude, I can do this. It's not that bad. Especially when you have the support like we have, where you have multiple people looking at different angles, and they can stop you if they think you're doing something wrong. And say, hey, bro, I think you need to pump the brakes on that and look at this better. And it's happened multiple times, okay? So that's an advantage that we have of having the group that we have. So LRC Weekly is way up there, but it's sitting on support. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is interesting. I'm pretty bullish on LRC here. Short term, this might have a correction to the 50 moving average. This is what Bitcoin did for a while. The MACD moved down, and the price moved sideways or up. All right, that's a good sign to me. It's picking up momentum without losing much price. which is a good thing I like to see. Here you have a pennant on LRC. Break the pennant, pass go, collect $200. Don't. You have to pay your income taxes. You get sent to the other side of the board, and you don't get to buy those 2 railroads that you wanted. So, technically LRC is a buy, but I don't like that MACD pointing down like that. I'd like to see it turn up. This may take a little bit. You may get some retracement. It's still not a sale, though. It's still technically not a sale. Correct. We pick up on this because there's a bunch of us that do it collectively. Theta ETH. Okay, it is starting to turn here, isn't it? And you're still over the 821. Well, it's fighting it. It's fighting it. Kind of stuck in these moving averages. That doesn't look bearish. Ooh, the bands are getting tight. Okay, so Theta ETH, it looks like it's gaining dominance over Theta a little bit. I mean, over ETH, over Ethereum a little bit. In between pivots, that might dance sideways or come down to the 200. 200 support would be okay though. That's at 00. That's at 143,959 ETH. What does Theta chart look like regular on USD? Es bueno, es no muy bueno. Yo, look at this. I haven't looked at Theta in forever, y'all. 74 cent by December. Possibly sooner, but can't be sure. Fuck you, Keith. Look at that. This was December 2nd. It was only 64 cent. Now, by the end of December, it was damn, y'all, $1.79. Hey, that's not too bad, y'all. I said it could be 74 cent by December. It was 74 cent by December. Wasn't a December 1st. It was mid-December, but that wasn't a bad call at all. Theta is showing you some stuff here, by the way. MACD hasn't crossed just yet. Did we get sniped out right here, Nick? Looks like we might have got sniped out. Let's see. Draw a little fib set right there. Yeah, we got sniped out, bro. It's in between R2 and R1. This could bounce sideways for a bit and try to figure out what it wants to do. It's still a buy. It's not a sell. Even though it got sniped out, it's not a sell. Watch it carefully. Set your stop loss if you're in Theta. Everything should have a stop loss. You trade without a stop loss, bro, that's your ass, not mine. Let's see. Jeremy says, and suddenly you're in love with charts. Storage. Yeah, we can look at storage and Nest. Hey, what's up, Moon Rider? What's up, Matt O'Connor? The bald and the beautiful. Canadian pride, bro. Jeremy asked me to do some coins real quick, and I'll get to those other ones. But be honest with you, I've already had some drinks, and hey, you know how I get. About 12:30, I get sloppy, and everybody likes a sloppy. Everybody likes a sloppy Keith. Dusk. Kind of running out of juice here, but it's over the 50 and fighting it. Well, it's not over the 50, it's fighting the 50. I'd like to see this go up here and bump the high time frame 50 way up here. And there's a lot of shit going on right there. There we go. Let's erase this. There might be some more consolidation here. It's possible, but I kind of like this zone that it's in. Let's see if it can stay up here above 0678. Give it some time. Pundi, we just looked at Pundi. It's kind of sideways. Audio looks up. We've been talking about audio in the background here. It just keeps on giving. It's holding over 786 right now. We'd like it to stay up there, and if it can stay up there, you're clear up here to R3, which is very nice. Then you're flirting with all-time high. And at all-time high, you're flirting with price discovery. And Jeremy's been in this one for a minute. He found this one and has been in it to win it for a long time now. Beauty of the group. Pearl. All right, it's under resistance still, and it's got the same layout. Look at that, y'all. Let me flip to the weekly here. Same layout. Warning you. A head and shoulders within an inverse head and shoulders. Look. Boy, okay. This one's going to do the same thing. You've been forewarned. Here you go with the June 19 area. Here you go with your August 20 area. Right there. These targets are going to get hit sooner or later. Do not doubt me. Do not doubt me. Perlin is not done. Perlin is not done. Bullish CEO, I don't trade off just weekly. I do monthly, weekly, daily. Most trades that I do are on a daily time frame. However, I cannot look at just the daily. You have to look at the high time frames. The high time frames we've already found trump the low time frames. You have to look at the high time frames. Do I do low time frames? Yes, but typically only for leverage trading. I like the 1 hour and the 4 hour max for leverage trading. I like to keep my leverage trades less than 8 hours. That's just me. That's my strategy. Everyone has their own. Okay, I've learned my lesson. I learned my lesson on strategies as far as leverage goes, and I like to play it safe from now on. I lost enough money. I made it all back, and I don't want to lose it again. So I'd rather play it a little safer there instead of going balls to the wall. Let's see. I'm trying not to lose my place, y'all. Sorry, storage. I got storage over here. Pretty sure. Watch list. Storage. Yep, got it. Okay, let me erase some of this shit here. All right, monthly. Let's just jump to that. Similar setup. Similar setup. You're getting the same price action there as other ones. I'll erase this fib because we're actually going to be nullifying that. 17, 18, 19. This one's actually a little bit ahead. That's June 19 area. And then you got this August area, which is actually above it here. This is going to be your next target to break, which is 62 cents. 62 cents. Let's see if we can get over it. 821. You're just now a buy. Moving averages are kind of lining up, and it's super tight on the Bollinger Bands on the daily. The weekly's getting tight. This is going to move again. Be ready. I don't think this is done. Watch out for storage. It's a good call, whoever. Anthony, good call. Let's see. Nest. Is this a crypto or a stock? Oh, excuse me, I'm already yawning. This has only got the August 20 area. Yeah, this is good bullish reversal right here, sitting on support. This will be our support zone right here. It's sitting over top of it right now. This can bounce up. That's good. We're going to head back toward this August 20 area. This one's a tad behind. Let's see. Let's see. You're welcome. We're welcome, villain. I like them sloppy and wet, Moonrider said. Beverly says you're more fun when you're tipsy, Keith. I agree. I think I'm a pretty easy person to get along with to begin with, but hey, There are some among us who just can't bear the sight of hearing me talk or seeing me chart or possibly talking. But I love him. He's still my online husband. Okay, and you guys can't make gay jokes because it's 2021, and gay jokes aren't funny anymore. That's what I was told. Pearl would eventually reach all-time high in price discovery. That'd be awesome. Absolutely. I think it's only a matter of time. Let's see. What's up, ATL? What's up, Chi-Town? Hey, what's up, Chi-Town? I just realized that was you, bro. My bad. Glad to have you, even if you're at work. Fuck work, just quit. Let's see. XVS. Goodbye opportunity on hedge. All right, let's look it up. Thank you, Fib, by the way, bro. I'm just one guy doing my part, man. If I can change a life, that's great. That's great. Is it happening? I don't know, really, man. Someday somebody's just going to come after me really hard because I helped them and I didn't give them enough or something. That's only a matter of time, bro. That's just the society we live in now. But if I can help people, bro, that's all I want to do is help get a smarter space. A smarter space is good for us all, in my opinion. XVS through this really ugly wick. Boy, I believe it's in price discovery here, isn't it? Yep. So, it's not a sell. It's still a buy. You have the MACD has a big gap here, so that may come back down. It may come back to R3, which is at 592. But no guarantees. It's still a buy. I wouldn't sell it yet. Matter of fact, the bands have started getting wide. So play this one close to the vest. Play it close to the vest. You don't have a lot of data everywhere. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm going to be yawning some. Let's see. Hedge. It got sniped out, Nick, but no, not yet on hedge. I wouldn't do it on hedge yet. They hate us because they ain't us, bro. That's the facts. NAS 100 looks like it's due for correction, he says. NAS. Oh, shit. NAS 100. Yeah, bro. She's screaming high. That's going to come back down eventually. She's off in the atmosphere somewhere, my guy. Bro. Shit. Look at that thing go. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just going to keep going. It's way up there, though. How about that? It's way, way up there. Can I even pull? I can't pull a fib on it because it's over R3. No. Oh, excuse me. 12,459 would be a good buy. Man, the NASDAQ is way up. Let's see. Oh, they're still funny, but just inappropriate. No more gay jokes, please. Lesbians are humans, too. What the Lesbians are my favorite, guy. Girls Gone Wild are humans, too. 1 inch is still a possibility if it breaks into price discovery. Look for a move on it. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. I got 1 inch here. Looks like it might be getting sniped out, so be careful. Yep, it's getting sniped out. This is going to have to hold 216. If it can hold 216, she's up and moving. She's heading toward $12. Oh, let's see it happen. XRP. Just took a glance here at the others, and it's still above 886. And holding strong. Some of these aren't falling as far as others. I see some down 10% and some down 1%. EOS hasn't moved much at all. Bands are getting tight again. What you gonna do, EOS? What you gonna do, brother? You're looking down to me. You're about to hit my stop loss, which sucks. Let's see, ICX. I changed the setting on the screen in here, and it's a lot brighter, and it's kind of messing with my eyes a little bit. But I was having a hard time doing my Photoshop stuff. Oh, by the way, check this out, y'all. I got some dope stuff checked out real quick. I want to show y'all something I've been working on in the background. I got a website I'm working on, and I'm going to have it up soon. Give my computer a second here. There it goes. ICX is way up there, and I don't think that's coming back, bro. She's in price discovery. I'd stay in this until I got all the way up there to 1618. I think that's the correct play. Or 1414 for sure. Don't get out of that. Okay. Yeah, so here you go. So, I've got a website I'm working on that's going to be a click and ride website. I've just started this, but it's going to look like a classroom because what we do here is teaching. And it's teaching. So either way, I'm going to have multiple different setups here. One for live streams. All the live streams will be over there. One for the instructional videos. One for all of our merchandise that we have. I'm also going to have a shelf down here with other merchandise links, specifically one-on-one. Anybody who would like to donate anything, I'm going to have it set up. So here's a problem that I've run into, okay? YouTube takes a ton of the donations. And I want to give those away. I don't want those getting taken away. I want to give them away. So if I can set it up to where you guys can donate with Cash App or PayPal or Venmo, or you can send crypto, that's what I'm going to do, okay? And I'm going to have that set up to where you got to do is click on it and find the link and you can do it. And I'm going to have the assassin interviews also. Not finished yet. I'm going to continue to work on this. It's only a start, okay? It's only a start. But it's going to look cool when I get done. I've only begun on it. Either way, everything will be consolidated and it'll be a legit website with a hyperlink in the whole nine. Be really cool. Work in progress. I'll get there though. All right. I also got decals I'm working on for cars or stickers that you can buy. I actually have the stuff to do that here. I have the vinyl and the vinyl cutting machine and everything else. I'll get there. Yeah, 1 inch Chi-Town. It's also got futures on it, I believe. It's a DeFi coin. It's fucking DeFi coins, dude. So be careful. Imagine a man making a meal off of 1 inch. Never seen possible before, bro. That's the beauty of crypto. Yo, that's tighter than a virgin in church on Sunday. Southern humor. 1 inch giving 2 inches, bro. Look, Matt, a common joke we have. Me and Matt were at work today. Not you, different Matt, but me and Matt were at work today. We were at lunch, and we were talking about exes and how he had a hot ex. And I was like, bro, I had a hot ex too. And I was like, dude, I'm telling you, when the first time I saw her, I told her she'd get all 2 inches. She'd get all 2 inches. And he was like, oh, pff, all 2 inches. But it's a common joke we use over on the job sites. If Snap-on's on here, I don't know if you're on here or not, Snap-on, but you know, Snap-on joking right along there with us. All right. Anybody got anything else they want to go over? Well, you know, I gotta get a vinyl, dude. I'm gonna have one on the on my truck, Jeremy. I'm going to for sure get you see the picture behind me? Let me pop this off real quick. And you can see this right here, this 786 Assassins, the 76 Mafia. I'm for sure going to have this sticker. Okay? For sure. I'll have this one. It's an easier sticker to make. So we'll see what happens. Website merch. How do you do it all? One thing at a time, Jensen. One thing at a time, bro. Glad to have you, by the way. Lemon says, have you thought about making your background gradient? It may be easier on your eyes. Yeah, I've tinkered around with it a little bit digital, Lemons. The problem is, like, I'm not using computer monitors here. I've got two TVs. This is a 32-inch TV, and this is a 39-inch TV over here. The problem is my graphics card really, really, really wants to put it out in 4K, and neither one of these TVs are 4K. So I got the right cables, and I think what I'm going to end up having to do is switch over to a 4K monitor, and I think it'll be a lot easier on my eyes. I've tried gradients. I've tried to manipulate it and change it around a little bit, and I got it better. It's just really bright as compared to what I normally had it. I usually have it tamed down some, but I wanted both these screens to match. And when I was doing Photoshop, I noticed it was really dark. And I was like, man, I don't like how dark that looks. Now, I want you to know I'm super spoiled in here because I have these two massive screens in front of me. And most people don't have this. So it's really just a stupid complaint. But it's just me being picky, I guess. By the way, if you don't have a shirt, go get you one. This is the original 786 Assassin shirts. There are multiple other choices on there. Last night, if you watch Assassin video, Frank had on his Tits University shirt. A bunch of guys have the hoodies. I got more stuff I'm going to order. I just haven't done it yet. So also, any money from merch that gets bought, all that gets given away. All that gets given away. I don't take any money from that either. Let's see. Some folks from work saw me wear my 786 Assassin tank and they think I'm a gamer. Bro, let's go. Let's go. X and S retesting the 8 and could retrace up again. Absolutely, I agree, Moonrider. We were just looking at that. In my mind, sure, trading crypto. It's kind of like gaming. Bro, it really is. What's been helpful is just, hearing everybody's points of view, man. It's just been interesting having so many points of view and not having to get lost in my own thoughts. Sometimes, like, don't get me wrong, sometimes it's best to be in your own thoughts and to see things for yourself. But, man, it really helps when someone else is willing to call you out on some bullshit. You know what I mean? When someone calls you out on some bullshit, you're like, okay, I'm sorry, I'll listen. And it feels good that, okay, first of all, it doesn't feel good to be wrong, but it feels good to have someone unemotionally tell you, hey, dude, I think you're wrong. Check this out. And don't get mad at me. I'm just trying to help. And at that point, you go, dude, I got to get my emotions and I got to get out my feelings. And it helps a lot. There are people in this space who just cannot do that. Okay. For instance, my online husband, he just can't do it, dude. He's too emotional about everything. Everything is an emotion to him. And it's to his detriment. It's to his detriment. I got to get him to lay up. He won't listen to me, but it's actually my hope that we all get together and talk about this shit. I think it was Mr. Phibb and Darth and a couple other guys, like, we need to have a round table with you and the dudes who hate you. You know what I mean? If you can get Slob in here, Owlboy, Jolly, Trapped in a Cage. If I can get all those dudes to come together with me on there and argue civilly, I think that'd be great. I don't think it'll ever happen. I'm nobody. Okay, first of all, I'm nobody. I'm nobody. The Golden Boy Jolly has hundreds of thousands of followers. I don't do hopium, so Trapped in a Cage is off the beaten path for me. Owlboy refuses to talk to me. Man to man, whatever, dude. We're grown men. We ought to be able to talk, especially over some bullshit that never was either one of our faults. Slob, dude, I don't know what his problem was from day one. I never really got an answer on what his problem was for day one. I just immediately caught a bunch of hate. That seems like an easy problem to fix. So whatever. It hasn't been fixed. I'd like it to be. Maybe one day, right? Maybe one day. Let's see. I'm glad to have you, Jensen. Glad to have you, brother. I like everybody that can get on here to get on here. Whether you like me or don't like me, you hate me, you love me, whatever. I'm not here to deceive anybody. I'm here to help people put money in their pockets. And if I can't do that, that's fine. But it isn't because I didn't try, okay? Let's see. Spread the word to crypto roundtable in the works. Do it, Darth. Do it. It's all good, Mariah. No sweat. There will be alcohol, weed, and crypto. Absolutely. Wayne's World, bro. Oh my God, dude. Avatar has been killing me with the Wayne's World. Party on Wayne, party on Garth. Every time I think about Wayne's World, or every time I think about Jolly, I get Wayne's World now. That's fucking great, bro. New list in Hydra. Let's see where it goes. Hydra. Okay. 4 hours. Let's watch it, bro. Let's watch it. That's on KuCoin. Is there futures on this, Moonrider? Or is this just spot? Because it's got that same setup. It's under the pivot. I don't like that, but this could change quickly. I mean, I'll get in on it. It's a shit coin. You know how I feel about shit coins, bro. I'm always down to shit coin it. Whew. Keith is getting tipsy. Again, it's starting to get sloppy, Beverly. Where you at? Let's hydrate. I'll be honest with you. This Bacardi is pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth. It's spiced. That for sure, and I like it. It's something different. Let's read the ingredients. Let's do that. What we got? So this is a rare gold rum matured in charred white oak barrels. I told you I had that smoke flavor. Smoothness and subtle smokiness. I told you the smoky. That's a 10-year. In the Caribbean sun, filtered only before age, and bright notes of stone fruits, banana, and pear. Caramelized vanilla, I tasted that, and oak, I had that. Enjoy on the rocks. Like, I like my shit on the rocks, so good. I'm an on the rocks kind of person. Don't see a futures on Hydra. Well, that's okay. Once this jumps back over this pivot right here, Moonrider, I might be willing to jump in there with you, bro. I got some money over there on KuCoin. I may roll the dice with you because these ICOs, dude, they eventually take a shit, but first they usually do something. Let's see. A real man knows when he's wrong and he apologizes. A good friend will make sure you understand before he runs. Absolutely, dude. Thank you, Beverly. I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. Like, I don't want to argue with these dudes. It was wrong of me to ever start arguments with anybody. I never want to argue with anybody, dude. I want to be friends with everybody. Do I dig in sometimes when I shouldn't? Probably. That's the nature of where I'm from. That's just the nature of where I'm from. The lash back. That's just how we roll. Ice cold spice rum is fire. That's what I got, bro. Some smoky bitters to add to the whiskey. Ooh. Oh man, you're drinking old fashions over there, Matt? My man. So this is meant for old fashions, but a dash here and there won't hurt. I'm a seasoned alcoholic, sir. I could make mixed drinks when I was 12 or 13 over at Good Time Charlie's. Me and my other cousin, Bobby, were talking about that. Just real quick, this is an interesting story. So me and her were talking, and we were hanging out, and she says, well, do you want to go get a beer? And I was like, sure. Where? She's like, well, I don't know. I was like, well, how about we go to Good Time Charlie's? And she says, are you sure? And I was like, well, fuck it. Why not? Why not? Why not? And I walk in the door, and my fucking dad's picture is on the wall. My dad passed away in 2016. But his picture's on the wall. And I'm like, really? My dad's picture's on the wall? My dad is like a professional alcoholic. His picture is on the wall at the bar. And anyway, we had a beer, and it was really weird. But we were talking. I was like, "Do you remember? There's like a cutout window, like a bay window that's over by the pool tables." And I was like, "Do you remember sleeping over here?" So she's like, "Yeah, I remember that." She's like, "Do you remember when Santa Claus come to the bar?" And I remembered. Oh God, I remembered. Anyway, that's just some gas on this shit. What was your entry on BTC Short? I'll show you real quick. My entry was, hold on. I'll pull it up and we can see. Binance ain't working. Hang on. $3,248 flat. 32480. Yep, 32480 flat. And what did it hit? I got in this yesterday, which was today, but yesterday. So it actually went up to 32920. But I played the pivot here. So what am I up right now? 2% times 20. So I'm up 40%. That ain't too bad. That ain't too bad. We'll keep letting it go. Keep letting it go. Going to look into Hydra. If it's a DeFi thing, it's made to retrace out the gate and could go up like other DeFi after their listing dump. Totally agree, because we've seen ICOs do really interesting things. Hey, bro. Good time, Charlie's, Jeremy. My man, I used to unfortunately spend too much time there, bro. Fuck, it sucks, dude. We have really interesting lives. Jeremy, you know what we need to do is I want to get the girlfriend and me and you in April, if possible, this weekend, and go ride around and talk and do a video that we've been talking about. I wanted, like, where we're from, how we got here, what we've been through, what we've done, the stupid shit we did, where we did it, how we did it, because I think it'll be just really interesting to have like a retrospective video. And we record it all, and I'll edit it up. I'll add in music and make it look good and stuff. I'll see if the girlfriend wants to do that this weekend. See if I can talk her into it. I think it'd be really interesting. We'll get something to eat or something afterwards. We'll go out to eat somewhere. Surely to God we can go out to eat somewhere. Let's see. OST, yeah, okay, OST. I got OST. I'm in OST at the moment. Yes, sir. Some of this shit off of here. It's so much stuff on this chart. It's very wicky, like One Harmony. Has a lot of wicks. But indicators are a little high. The MACD's a little high, but it's been cruising high for a while and going up. So I'm not going to say it's breaking stride yet. We have good support. The moving averages are in correct order. 8, 21, 50, 100, 200. I like it. The bands are not narrow but not wide. The weekly, it looks like it's coming off the bottom, making that rounded shape that we saw Nick, KG, and Avatar talking about. And I believe, who else was talking about it? Tristan was talking about it, that rounded shape on the bottom. It's doing it again. We just text about it, Jeremy. Ain't no big deal. We can try to figure something out. You, Jeremy, and the ladies making a video, but you don't have to touch tips, bro. Oh, shit. Oh, God, that's good. Not only would that be incest, but it would be gay incest, which is probably a whole genre on Pornhub. But it's just not my genre. I like multiple genres, not going to lie. But that one's not mine. Gay incest is, that's pretty far off the ledge. But hey, listen, who am I to judge, bro? You like what you like. How far do I think OST is going to go? Let's get to a non-wicked out chart, dude. It's got the same structure, though. This is clearly broken out. We had this downtrend here. It was just down and down and down and down and down and down. And it's finally broken loose. All right. We're bouncing off the 21 monthly. But there's room to go up here. And for that reason, I wouldn't be out of it at all. MACD is on the way up. Histogram is on the way up. RSI is on the way up. This appears to be a longer hold here. And it may move sideways a bit more before it goes up. But this could do just like CRV. In fact, it looks a lot like CRV. And let's see if I can get a CRV chart pulled up here beside it. How about that? And give it a comparison. Right here. This is daily. This is daily. Let's get rid of all the indicators. What show you? There. And then we get rid of this one. All right, so there's our structure. There's our structure. Now, as you see here on the left, it's purely down. And on the right, purely down. We had a bit of a pop-up, It jogged sideways for a bit. And then it made a move up and failed, another move up and it's failed. This kind of reminds me of this chart based on the structure here. Hard downs and kind of bouncing around. So maybe from here, September. Oh, this is monthly. Hang on, this is daily. Let me get the daily. Daily over... No. This is correct. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now we're seeing it. It looks a lot like CRV, only CRV went a little farther. We can get OST to get up over this shit hump right here. It's got a lot more room to move up. Long term, how far do I think it's going to go? Man. Let's see if we can find some kind of zones in here. So we got June 19, it's not far from. Where's June 19? In August, it's already passed, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's already passed August, catching support. So I think next up is to break the June area. Get over June area and hold. Then we're making steady progress on the way up, all the way back. So this is an interesting chart, and I like it. And I think there's a lot of gains to be had in it based on that. Though every candle moves a lot. That's 125%. Not bad. Then you got more up here to 786, 2200%. And this can keep going. All-time high, all-time low leaves us at $124, and that bitch is 1 cent right now. What kind of money are we talking about here? That's 230,000%. I don't think I need to say that again. I'm glad I'm in OST. I'm glad I'm in it. I'm going to stay in it until it gives me reason not to, based on this chart. Let's see. Bro, Moonrider's crazy, dog. A great start to 2021, Darth said. Oh, Lord. Sky looks almost identical to the EOS. It's going to watch that one, and let's see if it has any bigger wicks. All right, let's pull it up. Sky USD. All right. Oh, yeah, look at there. We've already started this one. It's under the August area. This is on Binance, right? Yeah. break that zone. It looks like we've got support here. Give me a horizontal line. All right. We may ride that support a bit more, but we got good support. Flip it over to the monthly. What do we got? Ooh. Okay. Let's pull the percentage. 350% back to June 19. And let's look up Sky real quick on CoinTrader for better data. All-time high, 5360. Damn. 5360. 53. Let's just call it 5330. How about that? To the bottom. Stop it. This is going to be a stupid percentage. 114%. Not too bad. Not too bad. 114% is pretty good return. Let's get a little more technical here and find our lower time frame points. Bounced off the 50 and hiding under it at the moment. This needs to get up over 67 cents. And once it does, which is that August zone, then we're heading to June 19, okay? We're going to get stuck under it, it looks like. And it's going to peel back, and then we're going to move up. So you're going to go from roughly where we're at now at about 50 cents to $1.80, which is going to be 50, 100, 150, 350% gains to this area here. It's going to fail, pull back again, and you're going to get a chance to rebuy again and get back in up here to the higher time frame. Higher time frame fib levels. And if I'm not mistaken, well, we'll reset that to 53 here. There we go, and we'll move this one. 1618 and 786 line up right here. So I'm willing to bet you that's a good price action spot. This is on first, this is on second, this is on third on Sky. Let's move that over to the big hitter list. Sky USD. Good play, Moonrider. Good play, Darth. I'm just hoping to cash in this next move and then jump into OST and Sky. Sucks I can't get Sky. Sure you can, Moonrider. We can talk about that in the private chat, brother. The internet is undefeated. Anybody have anything else? It's 12:30. I've been trying to think about trying to get off of here at 12:30 instead of 1. It's just really late for me. And I had to work a little more lately, and I've been dragging ass, to be honest with you. I shaved for the first time today in about 3 weeks, and just to knock the under hair off. I just haven't had time due to been so busy. I had basketball practice tonight with the kids, so and that was after getting home late and then having to hook up dinner, help the girlfriend with schoolwork, and had just enough time to get my stream set up and come in here. So does anybody have anything else before I get off of here? And we can work the rest out. And I got to get a damn fan in here or something. It's hot in here. It's hot in here. And it's not just me getting drunk. Hey, I'm messaging you now, villain. There we go. I try to look at messages, but I forget a lot, so roll with me. I see Binance OG paired with BTC. There you go. There you go. Sky BTC. So what you'll need to do, Moonrider, is take some Bitcoin and buy Sky with it. So you may have to convert something into Bitcoin first, and then take Bitcoin to Sky. Sometimes we run into this, like with QKC, it's a Bitcoin pair. You got to have Bitcoin to buy it, which is okay. You just got to get Bitcoin first. Just part of it. Thank you, Beverly. I don't like shaving though. Thank you, Darth. All right. Well, if that's it, I appreciate everybody. It is a little bit chaos right now, my rider, but thanks everybody. I enjoy the hell out of doing these streams. I know it looks like I goof off and stuff, but I'm pretty serious. I just like to add a little bit of a comedic twist to it to keep people watching. Okay, I don't want to be that dude that's boring as fuck. I can't play copyrighted music because they'll copyright strike us. Yes, I would, but it takes a team. Y'all guys are kick ass. Ladies are kick ass. Everybody, thank y'all all very much. Anybody needs anything, message me. The group will be happy to talk to anybody who would like to. Just message. We can find out how. I'll be back Thursday. I'm sure we'll have some more data. I'm sure we're going to get some more red in between now and Thursday. Let's be smart and see what happens, and let's analyze the data. Let's not stop. Let's stay diligent and stay on it. From me, from the guys, from the ladies over in the Assassins group, thank you everybody. I appreciate everything y'all do. Till next time, I'll see y'all on the next stream. Y'all are badass. Y'all get all the props. I want no props. All thanks to y'all.